Hey y'all, it's me Phoenix. State of Affairs for Humanity. While you have a bunch of dogs and cats that are stray, loose, running the streets, they all get helped, they all get fed, they all get pampered. They don't get ran off for sleeping in public. They don't get harassed for not having a roof over their head. Every city I've been homeless in, the people, especially the law enforcement, treat the humans worse than they do the animals. They bring the animals food and water, and a lot of times they'll put some kind of a box or a lean-to up so they are sheltered. As humans, we get treated like animals, rolling in the dirt like dogs, like pigs. It's so inhumane, it's so wrong. Instead of providing the homeless people with a place to go and sleep that's not the structured shelter, which is a jail system, it's set up that way for a reason. They literally harass you and run you off. So you could have people like out here on the beach with flashlights looking for shit, or just sitting and chilling because they're here on vacation. But as soon as one of us walks up with backpacks, next thing you know, we're getting harassed by the cops. We're getting ran off, taken to jail, treated worse than animals. So how inhumane. It's okay that anybody can go out here anytime on the beach that they want to, and it's okay. But as soon as someone that lives on the street rolls up with a backpack and sits their ass down in the sand, all of a sudden something's majorly wrong. There is something majorly wrong with that. We shouldn't be treating people like they're dogs and pigs. The love and help and kindness that we're showing the animals, because they can't help it. Do you really think the humans can help it that's in this situation? I know you don't like the drug addictions. I know you don't like the overdoses in the bathrooms. That's why you don't have a single bathroom up and down the Grand Strand for public. Not one. Except for right on the boardwalk. And if you're lucky, a porta-john somewhere. We're talking miles of the Grand Strand of Myrtle Beach with only one bathroom open to public. You got people out here pissing and shitting themselves because this inhumane practice that we have now come accustomed to in all the cities. Nashville, Tennessee is no different. Indianapolis is no different. Cincinnati is no different. I've been in all of them. Myrtle Beach might be the worst, though. I walk out here with my skateboard and backpack on my shoulder, and all of a sudden they're looking at me like some kind of disease. Like, oh, we can't have that filth here. Maybe they're so worried about their image as a city when it comes to the tourists that they are telling and teaching and setting up laws in ways that the law enforcement treats us worse than they treat animals. That's inhumane. The love that God gave us for each other is being given to the dogs. I'd be out here just enjoying the beach, and there's about 12 people out here at least within my eyesight I could probably hit with a rock. Not one of them gets stopped and talked to, but me. Like we're some kind of disease that's, eating away at society. When it's actually the structured system in society is the reason why most of us ended out here on the street to begin with. And the drug addiction problem, the alcoholism, in Nashville, Tennessee, I had a woman come up to me and she asked me if I had any drugs. And I said, no, I've been, at that time, 6 years sober. I'm 8 years sober now. And she was like, how do you live on the river and not get high? She said there's no way, because of the way they get treated by the cops and by people in the city. There's no way that she couldn't get high and survive on the river without wanting to kill herself, basically. And that was such a profound question and statement all in one that I'll never forget it the rest of my life. That was 2 years ago, I think. My point is, a lot of these people that are drug addicts wasn't drug addicts until the society threw them out on the street like dogs instead of helping them like they were human. We have put so much importance on status and class and where you are in life that for all we know, for all you know, all of y'all, that you could be damning and shaming and punishing Jesus standing right in front of you with a backpack on and dirty clothes from sleeping on the ground. God itself could be looking you in the face and you're going to treat him like a pig and a dog. That is our society in America. And here soon, when the structure system collapses, the next world war breaks out, people are going to lose their homes and all their shit. And they're going to be out here on the streets trying to survive, pitching tents, and seeing for themselves how they treated people. The last will be first, the first will be last. Jesus said it. And we're in that time now. So if you think that you'll never be living on the street, just trying to make it because you're getting harassed anytime you stop your feet, just to rest for 5 minutes and then get harassed and ran off and threatened to take to jail, let alone try to get any sleep at all anywhere. If you think for 1 second that'll never happen to you, then you might get a real big dose of humble pie real fast, because that's the way God in the universe operates. As soon as you start to think that you're too good for it to happen to you, bam, your ass is out on the street not knowing what the fuck to do while your kids are starving and your wife is crying because you lost everything you had, all because you didn't treat humans like humans. You treat them like dogs. In fact, you treat dogs and animals better than you treat humans that are in a low place. I know the overdosing in the bathrooms is a problem. The ODing and finding people dead is a problem. Instead of addressing it like it's a disease, we need to address it in a humanitarian way and try to come up with some kind of a solution rather than just running them off and saying, go die in a ditch somewhere. But for me to walk up to the beach and just sit and chill and enjoy it, just like these other 12 to 15 people out here, and I be the only one that gets harassed and talked to for any fucking reason, is absolutely appalling. It's so absurd. And I tell you right now, you would do it to Jesus. You would do it to God, because I guarantee you they're not going to come back in golden attire. They're not going to come back in a royal gown or with a crown on their head. They will come back in the least likely form you expect God to come in. Jesus was one of the least likely forms. And that's why he got treated the way he did. He was homeless. He relied upon the people to shelter him from town to town and feed him, because that's what God told him to do. God said, do not work. Go and spread my message all over the country, and my chosen people will take care of you. They will give you shelter and food. Do the birds and the animals worry about their next meal? No. But us humans have to, because our system's set up in a way that we'll die without it. But with God, we won't. Our society, in one word, is inhumane when it comes to how we treat each other, fellow humans. Like, I'm almost willing to bet while I'm making this video, which it looks like it may be unlikely because I don't see him patrolling right now, but you might even witness this for yourself while I'm making this video, them come up and find out why I'm standing here enjoying the beach. Well, they're not going to walk up to any of these people because they know they're here on vacation. What is the fucking difference between me standing here chilling with no home, not trying to do anything wrong or doing anything to anyone or bother anybody, just sitting here enjoying the breeze from the ocean because it's a humid night and the sound of the waves? Why do we get harassed so much and treated like dogs and pigs, and they don't even find out what they're out there doing? Because it don't matter. None of it should matter. We're all human. Why aren't we treating each other as such? We're giving our love that God gave us for humans and giving it to the dogs. And when World War III does break out, our system and our structure does collapse, the first will be last and last will be first. Y'all be turning to us for help because we're used to this. And then all of a sudden, we're not a bunch of filthy animals no more. I mean, really think about it and soak all that in. This is fact. I struggle every day just to eat because even the soup kitchens are set up in a jail-like structure to where you are only able to do certain things at certain times. There is no actual help. It is literally just another government branch and is ran as such. Just like the senior care is ran like jails. The schools are ran like jails. All of it is just a prettier version of a jail structured setup and system. The shelters are the same way. I understand you got to have order, but we can do better than this. We can do better than this. I am 8 years sober. I am not out here getting high in the street. I don't have a place to go lay my head, but I am some kind of disease. That is inhumane to treat other human beings the way you should be treating the dogs and treating the dogs the way you should be treating other human beings. And I guarantee you, most of these people on the street didn't choose this. But because it's set up against them, it gets worse every night that you can't get sleep. I've been here a month, and I probably ain't got maybe 2-3 hours of sleep per night, and it is not solid sleep. Like tonight, I'm just laid down somewhere trying to catch a nap, and this cop rolls up, shines his light right in my face. You can't be here. Why not? Y'all act like you own the earth. You own any patch of any of this land. This is Gaia. This is Mother Earth. We're meant to coexist on it. Not what y'all doing right now. Just remember though, the next time you see and interact with a homeless person, pay attention to how you treat them, the energy you give them, if there's any hate, if there's any disrespect. Because I'm telling you, Jesus said it himself. The first will be last and the last will be first. Let that soak in. Because it's happening now. Much love, y'all. Much love. I am struggling to eat around here. They treat us like a bunch of diseased animals. And they treat the animals like a bunch of helpless humans. It's fucked up and it's backwards and it's just not right. If there is anyone out there that would like to help me eat, my Cash App and PayPal's on here. I'm not trying to get handouts or beg. I'm not trying to make any money at all. I'm literally just trying to go and buy this overpriced food that barely give you 2 or 3 meals at a ridiculous amount of money. The food doesn't ever last. You could drop $50 and it lasts 2 days. A day sometimes, depending on how hungry you are and how long it's been since you ate last. I'm not out for sympathy or anything like that. These streets are set up to not help us. I am going to the kitchen, but even it is hard to work around because it doesn't really offer that much. And I love that they do what they do. I love that they offer what they offer, but our system doesn't allow them to truly help us that much. Much love to all y'all humans. Quit treating humans like dogs and animals. And quit treating dogs and animals like humans. If you know, you know. Much love. I'm going to try to find somewhere to lay my head tonight without going to jail, hopefully. Be good to each other. Love each other. Help each other. We're not meant to be divided. One consciousness. God. The Wi-Fi signal that we all tap into. We are one consciousness. Like Bob Marley said, one love. It's all the same thing. Treat each other better. Love each other more. Divide and hate each other less. Help each other when down and in struggle. You helping someone isn't them taking advantage of you or screwing you over. And not everyone is a thief. Not everyone is out to hurt people. Humans really do just end up in low places sometimes. And then when you treat them like an animal, they don't stand a chance to crawl out of that hole. So much love. Treat each other better. Love each other more. Help each other more. Because for all you know, Jesus is standing right in front of you when you're shaming and degrading and shunning a human in a low place. Because I guarantee you, God will come back as a homeless person before it'll ever come back as a king. Much love and good night.